The anti-black racism in our school system today can be measured in a number of different ways. But one of the most troubling examples is something called the school to prison pipeline, a reality facing young black youth today, which is why there's a new initiative to try and help.
My name is Marley Lawrence, and I'm representing the Bleecker Street and St. Jamestown community.
Marley Lawrence has become a fixture on Bleecker Street in the St. Jamestown neighborhood, not just as an up-and-coming hip-hop artist, but for the positive example he's setting for others.
The small steps and what you do is what really makes you make it.
It didn't start out this way, though. A troubled kid being raised by his mother, he frequently had problems in school, which led to conflicts and not much help. Instead, the opposite.
The way that I found out I was expelled, it's like police came to my door and said that I wouldn't be allowed back on school property, and if I did, I'd be charged for trespassing. So that scared me and my mom, right? And we're like, why wouldn't we hear this from the school first?
It's an example of a significant issue known as the school to prison pipeline, leading black students toward the legal system. That's why a new initiative from the Black Legal Action Center is aiming to tackle it head on.
Black students in the school system, they are facing suspension at much higher rates than their white counterparts. We also know that black students are being disciplined at much more higher levels as well.
The project will include reaching out to black families and organizations, along with those in the education and justice systems, to gather information and find solutions.
There are other opportunities that the school system could look at. One of them is leaning into community outwards. So there's a number of cultural organizations across our province that often have very good relationships with the black community.
The goal over the next year and a half is to gather enough evidence and information to publish a report, which will make recommendations on how to make changes. An action plan to help those dealing with the same reality Marley once faced.
High school graduate, potential young killer to public figure and practicing.
Stay true to yourself. Stay true to who you are, you know? No one's perfect, you know what I mean? Everyone goes through hard things in life, right? But it's like, it's not about what happens to you. It's about how you come back from those things.
The Black Legal Action Center will also be establishing an online hub that will be available to black families across the province. It will allow them to access support organizations when they're needed for help. It will also serve as a central spot to access the data that is being collected.